Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry about that. The reason for those kind of waiting card things at the beginning, and I've seen in the chat already, you guys are saying go live, go live. I just have to set up a couple of things before I go live, so I usually stick them on there just to kind of, appease the masses, as it were. Everything there is made in Unity as well, just so you know. Already I've seen quite a few people talking about what's better, Unity or Unreal. That question frustrates me so much. So much. Because they're both completely different. You can't really compare one to the other. Okay, so as you guys know, today on this live stream, we're giving away some project files to one lucky streamer right here live. It's nothing too fancy, it's just a couple of project files from the tutorials that we do. So there's a link in this description as well. Click on it, register your interest, enter, and at the end of this live stream, we'll create a nice little program in Unity, and the winner will be shown live on screen. No problem. So for those of you who watch the drive-in racing tutorial series, I know I've been saying it for the past couple of tutorials now. I'm just going to kind of build up on this while I chat to you guys. So how are you all doing? I see quite a few people coming in now. Hey, when do you think you'll finish this tutorial? Ravi, could be a while. There's a lot of episodes. For this, when I planned it originally, I estimated somewhere around 40 episodes to get something at least constructive with it. So, but there is a little surprise coming up next month, at the end of next month. So keep an eye out for that. So I'm going to get to work then. What we got here, track barriers. I was going to set them up as well, wasn't I? And I was going to set up another waypoint, wasn't I? Mr. Zuriso, is that? You're going to work on the horror game on this live stream? No, probably not. When I work on project files on live stream, it's usually because I've not had time to do something in a recent tutorial. So it gives me an opportunity to kind of do it and talk to you guys at the same time. So let's start by doing a little bit of this. So how is everybody today? I hope none of you guys are in the been affected by that hurricane. That's bad stuff, that, isn't it? You've really got a feel for those people. You really have. Blaze Storms Rocks. Please mention my name. There you go. Mentioned it. KD says, thank you for the tutorials. You are welcome. You're absolutely welcome. That's what I'm here for. In fact, I'm going to turn the mesh on a couple of them and then turn them all off so I can see what I'm doing. Let's have a little rotation. Bit too big, that, I think. Oh gosh, there's a lot of chat going on today. Do you know, some of these bigger YouTubers that do live streams, and they have thousands of... I don't know how they can keep up with the chat. I've got, how many? 37 watching right now, and I struggle to keep up with the chat sometimes. Oh, yeah. So what's everyone been doing this weekend? Has anybody got any plans? Anything fancy going on? Or is it just one of those boring weekends for everybody? And somebody's asking, was it the FEB Hindi version? Sir, can we bring Blender characters in Unity? If yes, how? Easy, just export them from Blender and import them into Unity. Drag and drop into this asset window down here. Ah, hello, Kretzia. You just popped in to say... Okay. How's it going? SBO says, thank you. I learn a lot from all of your videos. You're welcome. That's what they're there for. To educate and help. And hopefully some of you guys will be one, these AAA developers pretty soon. And when you become one of these big developers, don't forget your old pal Jimmy. How young are you, Jimmy? I think the question is, how old am I? Not how young. I'm actually 32. It's meant to be a heart. Thank you, Lucrezia. Much appreciated, man. So remember, there is a giveaway today on the live stream. So you'll see it keep popping up in the chat every now and again. A link just to remind you, so make sure you enter it. This is the first time I'm doing something like this, so I just want to see how it pans out. Hopefully I'll be able to do giveaways every stream. I think that would be fun anyway. Andre Roman... Can I just call you Andre? I'm going to call you Andre. Andre is a good name. This is part of the driving and racing tutorial series, and all I'm doing is quickly finishing something that I didn't really want to do in a tutorial because it would have wasted some time. So if you watch that series, you'll be able to see what's going on here. But if not, don't worry about it. Let's just chat anyway. So I think I'll do all the inside, and then I will add in my extra waypoint, I think that's the plan. Sad Gamer Dad says that's young. I'm an old dad. You're an old dad? How old's old though? You know, it's 90s old. I don't think anything can really be considered old or young these days. You know, we live a lot longer than we used to. How young is young? How old is old? Fun and games. Fun and games. What's the best pay to learn scripting? You mean what's the best way to learn scripting? I'm gonna do a bit of shameless self-promotion here and say follow my tutorials. You can learn lots. There's different ways that people learn. You know, it's whatever they feel comfortable with, to be honest. People learn in different ways. I learned through college and it's kind of went from there, to be honest. Why don't I do videos with webcam? Because you don't want to see my face. Seriously. I want to try and keep subscribers, not get rid of them. Besides, I did have a picture at one point on the Patreon page of my face, but it kind of disappeared. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'll put it back on there at some point. Maybe I will. I need to rotate that a little. That's a bit too much. There we go. Okay. I feel like I'm not concentrating on the chat here. What's going on? Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Do you have any games outside the tutorials? I did. It was called Deep Within, but that's kind of been put on hold. Awesome Vlogger says, I'm not really smart with making scripts. Can you help me? Of course I can. Just have a quick look through the playlists I've got on my channel. You'll be able to pick up scripting pretty easily. It's not difficult if you put your mind to it. I get stuck always in the scripting portion after hours, feel frustrated. Take it easy, you know. If scripting is difficult for you, if you get confused or anything, take it slowly, do one line at a time, and see where you go. If you get stuck on a line, you know, there's comments in each of the videos. Leave a comment. I do try and reply as best I can, but there's always other people around that know, and they can always help. You know, my subscriber list is very intelligent. There's a lot of clever people out there. Okay, so this has been simple enough, I think. Oops, wrong one. Nope, a bit longer. And a bit more. There we go. That should do for the inside. Okay, so did I really need to do that? I think I've already got barriers there. That's all right, that shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so I'm going to save that project, and now let's work on this extra marker. So let's see what's going on. Jimmy, I'm a fan of your work, but some of your works are in JavaScript. Can you give us... I've been trying to go through each video and put in the C# version because a lot of my earlier stuff was done in JavaScript, but realistically it doesn't matter too much. I know JavaScript is being deprecated from Unity, but it will still work. So, I mean, everything I do now is in C#. I think some people do leave C# versions in the comments, so maybe scroll through the comments a little bit and see if anyone's got them if you need the C# version of it. Right, mark 6 is there. So I think I'm going to move marker number 6 closer to marker number 5. In fact, I'll duplicate that. Call that mark 7. That's going to be the easiest way to do it. Keep it about there. And let's move marker number 6. So marker 5 is there. So marker 6 is going to need to be about there. That looks fine. So now we need to manage that script. Let's head to our script. And, oh god, I forgot which script it was actually. It's not that one. It's this one, isn't it? It's our dream car script. Why doesn't Unity have blueprint? Unity doesn't have blueprints because that's just a feature of Unreal. It's just something they added in. Technically, a blueprint is just like, not a tutorial, but a pre-made map. So technically you can get them if you go to the asset store if you want to. You know what? I'm going to have a quick look and see how many people have actually entered the little giveaway. Quite a few. Quite a few. There's a little side note as well. There is a question on there saying, are you a patron? It honestly doesn't matter what you actually put as the answer. I just put it there just because I had to, really, because of the way the form works. But I've noticed a couple of you are putting yes when you aren't, because I know all my patrons. So don't be naughty. Don't be naughty, folks. Right, let's see. Let's add in an extra one here. The keyboard's getting stuck. Okay, there we go. Mark 07, I'll call it. I'll keep it nice and simple. So, yeah, let's copy this. Do it down. So, for those of you who are following this series, how many markers you actually got on your track at the moment? Be interesting to know. Mark 7. And if that is equal to 7, then we change it to 0. I should pretty much do it. I'll have to check out whether this works now, to be honest. What's going on? Jimmy, is your PC strong to hold all the stats for the tutorials? Well, earlier this year I actually got a brand new PC. So, well, it's a lot better than my old one. So it was getting a little bit crap, my other one. So it's good to have something new. It really is. So, oh, indeed. Yeah, I've just spotted a comment there saying new patron. So, I've actually got a new patron during this live stream. That is very kind. So, Ernie, you want to be called Ernie? Is that okay? I will be in touch right after this live stream with some details. Awesome Vlogger says about 8 marks. Yeah, generally for a simple track, between 6 and 8 markers is usually about right. For the more complicated stuff, yeah, a lot more. So let's give this a go and let's just make sure the AI car actually works properly. Wow, that's loud. Okay. Yeah, that's very loud. Oh my god, that's loud. Okay, let's turn that right down. That is really loud in my ear. I hope it wasn't too loud for you guys. Right, okay, so I've just realised what I've done. It would actually help if I set the damn variable. Goodness sake. Schoolboy error after all that killing my ears. Ugh. Ernie is normally what I'm... Okay, yeah. Ernie it is then. Ernie it is then. Right, so... let's try that again. And let's try not to deafen myself this time. That's still quite loud. Damn these speakers. Let's let the AI go past. Hey, there we go. Okay, so my AI works perfect now. Not like it has done for the past couple of tutorials, but there we go. I'm happy about that. Okay, guys. So remember, there is a little giveaway going on today. So please, guys, make sure you get your entries in the next 30 minutes, because I am going to close it in 30 minutes. Reason being is because I'm actually need to build the giveaway app here in Unity. And that'll probably take me about 15-20 minutes just to get everybody's name together, because there's quite a few people entered so far. It's good stuff. At least it means it's easier for the next live stream anyway, doesn't it? I'll be happy about that. So Dan WJ says Unreal is generally better for more realistic games with limited... Okay. Seriously, I really do not like the Unity Unreal argument. It actually gets on my nerves, because I enjoy both engines just as much as the other, and it actually comes down to the developer, not the engine itself. A good example of this is those who were here right at the beginning of this live stream. They saw the waiting card. That's done in Unity. That's pretty impressive, and in all honesty, a lot of developers in Unreal probably couldn't even get that kind of quality. So it is down to the developer, not the engine. You look at something like CryEngine as well, you can really get something quite nice in CryEngine. Although I'm not a fan of CryEngine, to be fair. It's just not for me. Right. Now then, let's get some more of these borders done. Jimmy, one last question. How is the industry treating you, like for a living? I don't actually work in the game industry. I work in the finance industry, would you believe? I do this as a hobby. So it's treated me pretty badly, to be honest. My ideal outcome of this would be to get a job developing in something like Unity in USA or Canada or something. That would be my ideal outcome here. Can you make the wall invisible to make a barrier? Mr. Sneaky, yes you can. There you do. You click on it and then turn off Mesh Renderer. So you can see over here, that one disappeared just then. It's what I'll do at the end. I have them all on at the moment just so we can see them. But what I'll do in the end is I'll select them all and just turn off Mesh Renderer. So then they become invisible. That's all it is. Like I say, they're only on here so we can see what we're doing. Let's get rid of this one. That's in the way. Okie dokie then. I'm going to do the outside. Red cube, yeah, Mr. Zuriso, the red cube, same principle. If we click on it, let's get close to it. If we click on it, we just need to turn off the mesh renderer. That's all it is. I've only got it there so we can see where the mark is actually being placed at that time. That's the only reason it's still on. Right then. Barriers. Let's duplicate and move. Let's have a bit of a drink. Mr. Sneaky says, thank you, Jimmy Vegas. You're welcome. It's the simple things like that that people do struggle with in Unity sometimes. Just the little things, but don't worry about it too much. I'm always here to help. So, let's duplicate this, shift along, rotate. If I had a lot more time, I'd probably be more careful with all this, but you know, I am only going to be live for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. So, the quicker I get this done, the better. So what's the gaming news this week? Has anyone seen anything interesting? I'll tell you what I did find out this week. I found out that the Nintendo Switch has actually sold over 4 million already, and I'm quite impressed with that because I've not really been following the Switch too much. It's not really a console I would ever consider buying, at least not yet. I'm more of a PS4 person, personally. I absolutely love my PS4. Which is quite funny because I started this generation of consoles as an Xbox One gamer. And then all of a sudden earlier this year I just decided I'd had enough of Xbox and I don't even play it anymore. I stick to my PlayStation. Okay, what's going on there? There's no dislikes, that's impressive. There is one. I think someone's being silly. I think you always get dislikes. I have noticed recently there's been a couple of not really argumentative people or arguments going on, but sometimes people just dislike a video and then people get passionate because they like that YouTuber and then get annoyed because they got dislikes. And you know, generally shouldn't really worry about it because you're always going to get people that dislike your material. You can't please everybody. Well, as much as I'd like to, there's always someone who maybe doesn't quite understand my teaching style or maybe doesn't like my voice, because I don't like my voice. If I had the opportunity, I'd probably dislike every one of my videos because I don't like my voice. It drones on and gets monotonous. I think anyone that knows me would probably tell you that. Sampaz says, what are you building? I am building just the track barriers from the driving a racing game tutorial series. Rather than do it on the actual tutorial itself, I figured it'd be a bit better to kind of do it on a live stream as well as chat to you guys, because I don't want to waste the time on this tutorial. You guys don't want to see me building up a barrier around the track, do you? You want to see me actually make the game so then you can make it. Zidami says, hello from Italy. I'm working on a game like Mario Run today, but I'm having problems with the map creation since my block sprites are not synced with the Unity scene grid. Do you have a suggestion? When you say not synced, do you mean like their position? If that's the case, you might want to take a look at using the snap tools. Snapping is quite handy to use, to be honest, because, like, for example, if we take this cube here and hold the control button, we can actually snap it perfectly to our snap settings, which is down here. So we move it at 0.5 each and every time, so it'll move perfectly. So it sits flush with any grid that you would have in this case. Have you ever used Udemy? Udemy is a swear word to me. I do not like Udemy one little bit. I think they are scam artists, if I'm honest, because they charge for what I'm doing right now. And I give it to you guys for free, much like SpeedTutor, Brackeys. We all give it for free, and yet Udemy seem to want to charge you for it. So I think, on the whole, I'm probably not alone in saying that I don't like Udemy. I'm pretty sure the other YouTubers would agree to some extent that it's unfair for them to charge for this knowledge when we give it away for free. Okay. Jimmy, give me some advice. How should I get a job as a game programmer? If I knew, I would tell you. If I knew, I'd have a job as a game programmer. Believe me, I've been trying my whole life. This is as far as I've gotten with it. Best advice I could probably give is Just keep sending out your CV or resume or whatever you call it there. Here in the UK, we call it a CV, but you guys in America call it a resume. You know, keep it updated, keep on track, and just send it out there. I'm going to have a quick look at the entries now. Let's see how many we got. Oh, God, we're getting loads. There is loads and loads. I didn't anticipate this many entries. Okay, not to worry. I think I can get around that. So I'll start building the generator in just a second. So I'm gonna save that now, and let's turn off all of our meshes, and we have a nice track. So also for those watching this series, we're going to move on to, we're probably going to start creating another track soon. And I'm actually looking forward to creating the menus that we're going to start using, because we can use track select, car select, and all stuff like that. I'm quite looking forward to actually teaching that, to be honest. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But Udemy makes hundreds of hours of tutorials in one series. Rathley, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. That's my opinion on it. They may have hundreds of hours, but how much use those hundreds of hours? I've actually seen some stuff from Udemy, and it's not that good, if I'm honest. I mean, not to blow my own trumpet, as it were. I just feel that for that kind of stuff that they teach, you may as well get it free here, or with Brackeys, or with SpeedTutor, or Quill. Because, you know, or Holistic, because we all offer pretty decent styles of teaching for what you would want. So I'm thirsty today. Right then. Let me see. Let me see here. Gosh. So chat's going really fast today. You guys are really talkative. I'm struggling to keep up here. Damn awesome. How do I learn to use Unity the best way? I'm just getting into it, still a high school student. I just want to get ahead on this so we can get a job once I go to uni. Best way I can say is don't aim too high. Don't open Unity and think, right, I'm going to make Call of Duty, or I'm going to make Elder Scrolls. Don't do that. Aim small and then build from there. It's difficult to get something really high quality, but for example, the RPG series that I've got going, we started off quite small with that, and it is for absolute beginners, so it might be useful for you. And as we get further and further into it, maybe like the 40th or 50th episode, you'll see quite clearly what's going to happen and how well you can actually build a game in Unity, and you've learned quite a lot. Mr. Zuriso, Brackeys is a good tutorial guide, but sometimes the coding doesn't work. I don't think it is that. I think the coding does work. It's just that I know Brackeys has been doing his stuff for quite a while. I'd say around 5 years maybe on YouTube, and some of his stuff is really old. So it's that old stuff that may be a little bit fiddly. One last question, Jimmy, as I didn't understand very well on the giveaway. You're going to say who's the winner live stream or in the video. So what we're going to do is in this version of Unity here, it's an old one, 5.5, we're going to build a little application. We're going to click a button and it'll come up with the winner's name on screen. Just so you can see that it's not fixed or fiddled in any way and I don't announce some random name that didn't even enter. You'll be able to see on the screen who the winner is. The giveaway, no, you still got another, I'm going to say 10, 12 minutes to enter. So if you've not entered, enter now, and hopefully within the next half an hour we'll have it drawn. And if you do win and you're here, give me a shout out and I'll probably email you well within the next 24 hours, because after this live stream is finished, I have to record a tutorial for this driving a racing game, because the next episode of this is actually out in next week, so I need to record it. So after I've done that, after I've done everything else I need to do, I'll be in touch with whoever the winner is. Sampo, stop spamming, dude. You don't need to spam. You don't need to spam. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to start building this now, just to kind of save a little bit of time. So let me save that project there. And let's get rid of 2017. Let's stay in 5.5. Okay, so let's add in some text. UI text. So this will be the winner. Let's have it nice and big. Nice and big. Nice and big. Let's have it bold. Let's have it as 50 maybe. I think I need to increase the size, aren't I? Yeah, it's a decent size. Let's have it in the middle, and let's have it grey. Let me just see how that looks in there. No, I think I'll have it black then. Should be able to see it better. Let's turn the camera upwards a little. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Rathley, well, I guess I've wasted all that money on Udemy when I could have watched you instead. Rathley, no, I don't think you probably wasted your money. Don't forget, it's still knowledge that you've learned. Whether you've paid for it or not, if you felt you've learned something, then that's good. You know, don't feel like you haven't learned anything, you've wasted, but don't feel like that at all, man. I guarantee you'll have learned something. Kyle, KD, is that you? Oh, I see. Yep, you've just popped through as a new patron. There's a couple of you guys now that have joined Patreon. I'll get in touch with you right after this live stream. Don't worry about that, fellas, or ladies, or people, or aliens, or Smurfs. Are you Smurfs? You're not Smurfs, are you? No. Okay. Well, you might be a Smurf. I'm not quite sure. Right then. Let's duplicate that. Let's just have that as... It's just text. Let's bring it up. And the winner is... So let's create a little script for this. Generator scripty, I'm going to call it. VR games. Cool hacks. I'm not so sure personally about VR. I don't feel there's a future in gaming for VR. I'm not saying that it's bad. I think VR is a great thing, but I don't think there is a future in gaming. Not at all. Oof. Let's see then. So I'm gonna need to get rid of update, get rid of this. Public game object. Winner box. Public int name gen. Right then, so I think the way I'm going to do this is I'll start the script up and I'll start a coroutine and delay. So we have the winner on screen. So I enumerate it. Let's call it winner begin. Let's see what we come out with. Go down a couple. Close. Start coroutine. Winner begin. And we'll have name gen equals random dot range 1. Okay, how many people have we got entered so far? It's going to be quite a few, isn't there? Let's put it as 30 for now. We'll probably have to change it. This is where the fun happens, guys. This is where I have to kind of type everybody's name. So we'll see what happens. Let's have a quick look at chat. Did you study programming in your graduate studies? I did programming in college, but bearing in mind I went to college a long time ago. 16 years ago, actually. I created a Udemy course. No, do not like Udemy. Do these live streams have DVR? I think they do. If you go back a couple of minutes, Frederico, you'll hear me having a little rant about Udemy. Not a fan of it, to be honest. Hey Jimmy, please, I need to ask you how to create a full map of our terrain, how to mark a place on it. Jazzkey Pen, that is something I intend to do on the RPG series, so it might be worth keeping an eye out on that. Yeah. It's something that's quite prevalent, or prominent I should say, in RPG games, so it's something I'm definitely going to have to do. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that. So let's see. If name gen equals 1, then let's have the text in winnerbox dot get component text. I've just realized I'm gonna have to put that up there, aren't I? Using Unity engine dot UI text is equal to, so whoever it's going to be is going to be there, so let's keep it blank for now, and we'll repeat this if statement as we get further on. So another 5 minutes or so, guys. If you have not got your entry in for the giveaway, get it in now. You got a couple of minutes before we start putting this all together and seeing who the winner is. Mortalist, where do you learn C#? I don't know. I just kind of picked it up. It's one of them things that, because the way JavaScript works in Unity is very similar to C#, it just kind of it just kind of comes together. Ernie, can you copy paste names? No. Simple. Because this, what you see here, is a completely different machine than what I can see you on chatting to me. I don't have like a dual monitor setup or anything. I actually have 2 computers right in front of me right now. No. Okay. So where are we at? Oh, chat's calmed down now. Chat has calmed down. So I think it may be time to, let's have a look how many we've got. That's quite a few people. Quite a few people entered. Do you know what? I think we're over 40 actually. I think it's over 40 entries. I want to change it to 50 for now, but this is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. So what's going to happen, guys, is when I close the giveaway, I'm going to have to ignore you for a couple of minutes while I look at a different screen to get everybody's name and just quickly jam this in there. And then we'll have a bit of a talk again, and then we'll draw the winner. And then we'll have a bit of a talk again, and then we'll see. Fun and games, eh? See, as I really did not anticipate this many entries. Did not anticipate. Let's have a look at chat then. Any future projects you have in mind for now, or want to finish projects you work on? There's no personal projects going on right now. The only one I did have was Deep Within, but I kind of put that on hold. So the only projects I've got going are the ones I do the tutorials for. But there's going to be a little announcement next month as to them tutorials, but you'll see next month anyway. What would your opinion be if Unity adopted a visual scripting system like UE4? It's hard to answer that one because it is literally never going to happen, because it would mean completely rewriting Unity as an engine. If I'm honest, I prefer Unity's way of coding, but that's just because I've done it for more than half my life. Hi, could you please show how to make waves like on zombies on a game? Tom, there is actually a patron-only series that I'm doing, a zombie horde game. I think there's about 7 episodes at the moment, and I plan to be about 20 of them, because it's not a difficult thing to create, but yeah. Sampos giveaway. I think you're excited for this giveaway. Hope I am the winner, Mr. Sneaky says. Yep. Ernie, I'm being called away from the computer by the missus, so I'll be back later. Keep up the great stream. Everyone have a good time. Yep. Nice one, Ernie. Like I said, I'll be in touch after this stream. So we'll catch up then. Okay, so guys, 30 seconds and then that's it. 30 seconds and the giveaway ends. Get your votes, not votes, are they? Get your entries in now if you already haven't. Mr. Sneaky will share this vid on Facebook and Google+. Cool. Good stuff, thanks. More people to watch, the better. Okay, so, guys, it's almost time. Almost time. Okay, so it's closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's it, guys. If you haven't got your votes in, it is too late now. It is too late. So I am now going to get this all done now. So from here on in, guys, I think I may have to not block you out, but I'll tell you what, I'll have a quick look in the chat now and we'll see what's going on. And then I'll get to work with this and we'll have a winner. So, yeah, everyone excited, of course. Can I see the winner tomorrow? Sampos, you'll see the winner in hopefully about 20 minutes. We're just going to program this now and we'll see how we get together with it. Jimmy, do you know how to make a third-person controller from scratch? Yeah, it's pretty easy. I mean, as long as you have the model and everything, it's fairly simple to do. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you for a couple of minutes while I piece all this together now with all you fantastic people. So I'm gonna start from the very first one and work my way upwards. Okay, so you're probably going to see your name appear here at some point, depending on when in the stream you actually kind of filled it in. Some of you people have there's characters that I can't do on my keyboard without using the map thing, so but not to worry, I still know who you are. As long as you filled your emails in properly, I'll know how to get in touch with you if you're the winner. If you guys see me making any mistakes, let me know. I'm hoping there won't be, but you never know. I'm under pressure now. I'm under pressure. And incidentally, I don't like that song. Don't like it. I really hope this doesn't take too long. I honestly did not anticipate this many people wanting to join. Oops. Let's go down a little bit more. What am I doing? What am I doing? Pay attention, Jimmy. Pay attention. So this is the 8th one now. And we have... I really need to pay attention on this, don't I? So I think next time I do a giveaway, I'm just going to use this project file that I already have here rather than do the whole thing again. Okay, so this is the 10th one. Number 11. Where am I now? Yeah, I think there's about 40 entries. Must be about 40. Tell you what, some of you guys have weird names. I mean, Mount Zion Movies app. I've never seen anyone been given that birth name. That's a very unique name. Although to be fair, the thing does actually say YouTube name in live stream, doesn't it? Which is perfectly fine. So that's our 14th one. 15th. Number 16. Number 17. $18. So I think I'm almost halfway there. Picking up a bit of speed now. Let's go further up the list. I'll pop into chat in just a second before I finish up, just to see if you guys have spotted if I've made any silly mistakes. I really hope I haven't. No schoolboy errors. I'll get to 30 and then I'll have a quick look. I have a quick look at 30. So, who are we on now? Number 27 now. $28. So well, this really is stressful, I've got to be honest. It's very stressful. and give myself a break and have a quick look in chat. Who is it? Okay, let's have a quick look in chat. Let's have a little break from that. Let's mark where I am. And what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Oh, wow, you guys have been chatty, haven't you? Wow, what's going on? Robbery game. Huh, what do you mean, like, oh, what's it called? Payday. Joe, I meant to get Payday 2 on PS4. I never got around to it. Maybe I should. I'm not sure if I could make a robbery game. I've never really thought about it, to be honest. Hi, Jimmy. Can I participate for the giveaway? I'm afraid not. David Bellini has closed now because we're actually doing the draw in a couple of minutes. We're going to do it live on stream. Something a little bit different, so it's going to be a bit of fun. Let's have a look. I was up to there, wasn't I? So we got about 10 more, I think. Yeah, it's about 10 more. Number 33. That was an easy one. 34. 35. 36. I hope I spelled people's names right at least. I really do. My apologies if I haven't. Okay, last few now. Last few. Um, 40 this one. And oh well, where's my list gone? Ah. $41. Just a few more now, guys. We're nearly there. Nearly there. So we'll find out who the last person is to enter in just a second. And 43. It's gonna be one more. One more. Last one. Okay, so that should be everybody now. So we have 44 entrants, so we're going to change that to randomize between 1 and 45 because hopefully, as you guys know, the random.range never generates the last number you give. So we'll do between 1 and 44. So one of these names is going to appear and going to win. That's what I think I'll do. For suspense, yield, turn new, wait 4 seconds. I'm going to wait for 5.5 seconds, I think, before the name appears. So let's save. Head to Unity. Don't give me any errors. Good. Okay, so then let's have a quick look in chat. Hamza, I haven't been actually paying attention to chat. I've been doing that for a couple of minutes. What was your message? Just repaste it or something? Let me know. Third-person shooter game. Do you know what, Chazkey? I've actually been considering that. I think it's something that will be a lot of fun to do. But at the moment, I think all my slots for having series is kind of full, at least until next year. So we'll see what happens. When I finish one, maybe it's something to consider. What would be funny is that once you finish 50 more people entered. Now, Elijah, it would have been funny if I'd have not disabled the actual form to enter. Because the list I've got is a list at the exact second I closed it. So nothing else would be added to that. So thankfully, it should go right first time. So fingers crossed. It's time for a little drink, I think. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this scene. So let's just call it giveaway. So really simple. Now let's get this giveaway going, shall we? Let's bring it onto the game object. Let's add our winner box onto there. So before we go any further, did anybody notice me make any mistakes on that script? Because I want it to work first time. I don't want this to go horribly wrong. Brand for You says, can you tell me how to make menu section? If you have a look in the mini tutorial playlist, you'll find one in there. I've did one in that, but there's also a couple of series where I've done it as well. Maybe take a look in the beginner series, or I think I've recently done one in the first person shooter series. Maybe take a look in that one. So yeah, did anybody notice any mistakes before I hit play on this? You know, this is what you call real interaction with your fans. I'm asking you guys, tell me if I've made a mistake here. I hope I haven't. Really hope I haven't. Well. No? No? Okay. We're ready then. So, for the first giveaway that I'm ever going to do, hopefully it'll be a regular thing. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. There's our winner. So, if you're in here, speak up now. If not, I'll give you a quick email at some point in the next 24 hours with your download links, providing you filled in the email correctly. So, JP Vlog says, yes, you did make a mistake. Did I? What was it? I thought I did that pretty well, actually. Yeah. Okay, so that is our winner. So Hamza says, come on, don't spam. Lewis J. How do I say that? Albizu? Is that you? Let me have a quick look. So anyway, that was different, I think. It's different. Right, so then, I think that's pretty much all we got time for on this live stream. We'll be doing probably the same again next time. I mean, what kind of things do you guys want to see in giveaways? I was thinking about some physical stuff as well. I was thinking about maybe a PS4 game or Xbox One game or something at one point. Or, well, these again. These project files. Maybe something a little bit extra as well. We'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens. So yeah, guys. There's our winner. This generator worked, and congratulations to the winner. So I'm going to end it now. Hamza, paste whatever you asked here. I didn't pay attention to chat for a couple of minutes, so quickly paste them here. I might hang around in the live chat as well when it's ended, just for a couple of minutes. You missed the live show. Yeah. For reference, I usually do it either the first or second Saturday of every month. Fingers crossed, as long as things don't go wrong, at 6 o'clock UK time, or 1 PM Eastern, or 10 AM Pacific. So yeah. Big fan. Thank you. So yeah, that's it. Hamza, just paste your whatever you asked in the chat, and I'll hang around and chat for a couple of minutes to give you a little response. So guys, until the next live stream or next tutorial, whatever, I'll see you guys then. Guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for the chat. I've really enjoyed myself. See you guys later.